Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Satoshi Shawn and you are at the Cryptopolitan, your one-stop shop for all blockchain and cryptocurrency news. It is Friday. Hope everyone had a good week and hope everyone has a better weekend. I got a few birthdays to go to, so should be busy. Should be a busy week or weekend. It's been actually a pretty busy week. It was my birthday week, so I'm rambling. If it's your first time here, please click on the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. We get out news videos to you every day and a weekend report as well. And also crush the like button, really helps us out. Let's jump into the news. First, I wanted to go over that the United States is really going after BitMEX, it seems, over some shady trading. It looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad for BitMEX. One of their market makers has quit. So I think that's one of the reasons for the big drop in the market. And it seems like regulators all over the world with Facebook Coin just kind of pushing it on a massive accelerated pace, are jumping on everything when it comes to regulating crypto. And it's kind of like they're pulling back the rock and seeing all the gross bugs and crap that are in crypto. You know, it really has needed to be cleaned up for a long time. We should have done a better job on our own, but we haven't. And now the governments are going to come in and start putting people in jail, I guess. All right. Speaking of that, the British minister believes that the authorities should decide Libra's fate and not politicians. This is the British Finance Minister Philip Hammond. Fun fact: he's actually related to Daryl Hammond from Saturday Night Live. I'm sure he's not, but that would be funny. He thinks that politicians and lawmakers should not be having discussions or anything like that. It should just be left to the regulators and of the UK Finance Ministry. That they should be the ones looking at Libra and regulating it, because they've done a great job looking at cryptocurrency and regulating it so far. They really don't want people, honing in on their business. That's sarcasm. Everyone has done a crap job when it comes to regulating cryptocurrency. They don't even know what it is or how it works. Amidst Libra and all the backlash and fear that has been brought to the market because of the lightning pace that everything is moving at when it comes to its adoption, to regulation, to all that. A lot of the smaller cap coins have been crushed. A lot of upcoming small projects have been crushed. The blue chip ones, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, like all of those have been hit kind of hard. With Donald Trump kind of touting the party bank line, really hasn't helped either. But this is just, I think we're moving into the next phase of crypto in general, and it's time to start the fight. Speaking of that, about a win, the Indian government takes a stand on crypto regulation. Not really. They're backed in a corner and they answered a question. So all the hoopla and drama with India, and like I said, I think that they've been in bed with crypto, with Facebook and Libra from the beginning, and it was all just kind of an act. But the Indian government has decided to break the ice on their silence of the subject of cryptocurrency regulation. At a recent hearing in the Indian Parliament, a set of crypto-related queries were sent to the Minister of Finance. They basically asked him a question, and then he answered. It's kind of a long-winded answer, but I'll try to summarize it. The first question asked was to make clear his stance on the role of cryptocurrencies in the Indian economy and whether they were prohibited or not. In response, the minister merely said, "No, sir." Told you that's a lot. It's a lot to take in, man. No, sir. His answer was met with a sigh of relief by the digital asset space in the financially restrained South Asian country that has seemed overburdened. And when they asked him like real questions like, what about regulation? What are we going to do about this? And more specifics. He just referred to the Reserve Bank of India, so the World Bank of India. He just wants to put it all on them. But he's not saying that they're not illegal. They're not banning it, so that is a good thing. But they really had to be pushed. Just a point blank question, but it was a no. All right, and this is really cool. I think it's a big deal, a much bigger deal than a lot of people think it is. Uncertain economic times and conditions spur a Bitcoin frenzy in Zimbabwe. There's a word that's really tough here. Now, as the popular saying goes, when one door closes, another door opens. Zimbabweans are looking towards Bitcoin. The Bitcoin door is their ultimate saving grace. Now, the country itself, the people, are going through this hell of hyperinflation. The government has put a ban moratorium on other currencies, forcing them to use their crap currency. The people are demanding to use Bitcoin. The people are moving towards Bitcoin. That's a huge deal because they're basically moving against their government for the currency of the people. The country's ban on the use of foreign currencies, record high inflation rate, and indecisive government policies have caused the public to turn to a decentralized currency form like Bitcoin as a means to shield their income. According to a video released by VOA Zimbabwe, people in Zimbabwe are now demanding Bitcoin's mainstream adoption through increased number of purchases observed during the last few weeks. People who preserve their wealth in such a fashion that has come to significance outside Zimbabwe. I think that's like one of the most positive stories I've ever went over. People are taking their money into their own hands, or taking possession of it away from the government, who has screwed it up. I know it's tough. I know people could die for that. Venezuela, wherever. I mean, if you do that, you say, screw you. You're destroying my family. You're destroying my security. You're destroying everything. I'm just going to take control of my own money. But it might be coming for everybody. You know, we all might have to make that decision one day coming up in the near future. So, kudos to the Zimbabwean people for having a very difficult Zimbabweans. The people of Zimbabwe. Kudos and hats off to you. That's about it for today, Friday. Like I said, you guys have a great weekend. It's been nice hanging out with you. I'm Satoshi Sean. Please crush that like button. I'll see you in the next video.